Let's start this video from the beginning. April of 2022, April or May, it was beginning of May of 2022, I decided to order a brand new Jeep. I had actually surprisingly never factory ordered a brand new vehicle. Now I've owned brand new Wranglers, but I would always pick them up from the lot because I was super impatient and just didn't want to wait for what I wanted. After ordering countless dozens of Jeeps for other people while I was working at the old dealership, I decided to order my own. Decided to order the High Velocity, so brand new color. I love this color. I thought it was so cool. Extreme Recon, 4-door Wrangler, and I ordered it with a couple options. So I did the dual top group, heated seats, so the cold weather group, so that way I could have the remote start, heated seats, heated steering wheel. I didn't go with the steel bumpers because I knew I would replace them, but I did go with the LED full lights around, cloth seats, and that's about it. I don't think there was too much to add to that. Trailer hitch group, that's back when you still had to add that to it. So 2 months later, beautiful, bright yellow Jeep rolls in, and that was mine. That was the one that I ordered, had my name on the window sticker. That was kind of the inception of the channel. I mean, really, when that Jeep was ordered, I remember, Brian, you and I sat down and it was, dude, we got to do this. Like, I'm going to order this Jeep. Like, when this comes in, it's a fresh start. We have it. Let's start a YouTube channel. Like, finally, let's start one. And that's kind of where Dirt Road CRED was founded. I mean, when that Jeep rolled in, both of our brains were spinning. We were just like, oh, here we go. You know, we're ready to roll. It was the summertime. And that was the inception of it. As soon as it rolled off the truck, our video ideas started coming to what we could do on the channel, how we could build our own channel as Dirt Road CRED instead of being all the X, Y, and Z other channels that we've built, created, and ran for years. We wanted our own, you know, it was time. And the reason I'm telling you all this is because I wanted to talk about some of the stories we've had in this Jeep. The 2022 is probably my favorite just because we got to build it from scratch. So we were able to build the entire thing on our Dirt Road CRED channel. I mean, I can remember doing all the mods to it, even starting from the little ones, like the Amazon mods that we did, you know, that blew up. The Diode Dynamics lights. I mean, Diode, I've been friends with those guys. Ryan has. We've been friends with them for years. And they were super excited when we got our own channel that we could install all that. We did a 3.5-inch Clayton off-road lift kit, and that was a quintessential moment for us. How about it, Ryan, when we did that lift kit, because of how that relationship was before. And only Clayton knows that. Only Clayton knows what went on before when we were working for another company. And now that we could call our own shots, boy, how easy it was. Let's get a lift kit in. We work with these guys. We loved it. We threw on a Clayton lift. Distinction applied. That relationship started with a phone call. It's like, hey, I love your dash panels. I want to order a set. Like, let's work something out. And he was like, you know what? Let me send you a set. See how you like them, get them installed. And that was, we talked for an hour on the phone the first time. And now it's like, we know his whole family. We go down the the rides at Tennessee together. Like, we are great friends. And all of this started because of that Jeep in particular. You know, we got to do a ton on that. Forge a lot of cool new relationships too. Like, we did the fully custom MHF auto wheel. We did the full custom steering wheel on it. That Jeep had a set of 37s on it too. That one wasn't sponsored at that time, but 37s, beadlock wheels. I've got a photo of me and my son sitting right here mounting up the beadlock wheels and tires. I've got a picture of him when he was 5 or 6 months old in the driver's seat of that Jeep. This was the day we got the Jeep. You could see the excitement there. Look at this. He's not even a couple months old yet. So that was his first Jeep too. That's really what's probably going to cripple his addiction throughout the rest of his life into the Wranglers is he's going to be around them since day one. Yeah, we did a lot to that Jeep. Moto-built front and rear bumpers, worn winch, lights, the works. That Jeep was fully built. And that's kind of tricky too. Once you get a Jeep to that point, what else do you do to it without going too crazy? And there is a limit of too crazy. We took this Jeep everywhere. I wasn't afraid to drive it, and I think by the time we just made its final voyage, it had, 27,000 miles in just over about a year and a half. That's a lot of miles to put on a vehicle, and every one of them was, I mean, we would make trips down to Kentucky when we were meeting with Dan Cummins, up to America's Most Wanted, make these huge loops, and I was always one of those, like, if I buy a vehicle, I'm going to drive it. Like, I don't care. I don't care how many miles are on it. Like, that's the whole point of it. It doesn't need to be a trailer queen or sit on the back behind a truck. I want to drive it, and yeah, it didn't get the best fuel economy towards the end with those big tires spinning them with the beadlocks, but I mean, that Jeep was fun and it was so capable. But if you guys aren't new to the channel, if you've been around for a while, you know that I kind of go through things pretty quickly. I swap out Jeeps pretty often, and a matter of fact, I think this is probably the longest owned Jeep I've had in a quite quite a good number of years. And that's a good thing and shows you something that I felt about it, but that's probably the longest I've kept one. And the thing is, I mean, watching Ryan do his build, so seeing the 2024 and his kind of come together, lift kit, wheels, tires, like from scratch, so many selections, so many ways to go, that kind of gave me more of an itch to do it again. I mean, seeing his get done up, it's like, man, like that's, I don't know, I would arguably say that's the funner part for me. Yeah, it's fun to use them and go out wheeling and take them out driving, but I just enjoy the build process. And I think I've kind of been like catered to that my whole life, being in the Jeep industry and being able to build so many of these, is that that's the funnest part. And that's why we have the Patreon set up for people to call and talk about their Jeep builds, because I enjoy that part of it. I enjoy starting from a blank slate, from a fresh, brand new Jeep, and really getting to touch and customize everything on it. Once it gets to that point, enjoy it for a while, and then just start over again. You know, try something new. What did I learn? What did I not like? Do I like these wheels? Did these tires run bad? And I think ultimately that's what creates this channel and makes it such a value, is because I've got that experience for so many years that we get to try all this out. And you can't really do builds and create fresh content if you have all the same vehicles over the years. And there is a limit to how much a Jeep can get built before it kind of supersedes and goes past what the average guy is doing. You know, I could have kept that Jeep and done 1-tons and Hellcats and coilovers and all that, but ultimately I know what would happen. It would be sitting in the shop for months and months at a time because I would keep going crazier with it, and then you don't get to enjoy it. And that's one horrible thing. I see a lot of Instagram people, they get these builds, go crazy with them, and then they sit in their garage for 2, 3, 4, 5 years because they continue to build them. I don't want that. I want to drive a vehicle. I want to have a good time with it. Our final voyage down to Dan Cummins this past week, a lot of you guys have been messaging us, actually a ton of you have been messaging us saying, why am I seeing your Jeep on their website? And we haven't been able to really respond. I mean, I've seen YouTube comments, emails, Instagram messages, and a lot of people seem interested in buying it already. Yeah, the final voyage was taking it down to Dan Cummins and picking up our brand new build. Well, actually, let's stop talking about it. Let me throw on some warmer clothes because it's 0 degrees here in Pennsylvania, and we'll go show you my brand new Jeep. Well guys, without further ado, here it is, my brand new 2024 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon 392 in the limited edition Bikini Pearl Clear Coat. Guys, I am absolutely thrilled to have this Jeep, and honestly, I did it for a lot of reasons. Some of the bigger ones, of course, this is a little bit safer for me and my family. Not only does it have a little bit more power for when I'm merging onto highways, when I'm getting off, it's also got all the full safety features in it. So adaptive cruise control, it's got the full curtain airbags. It's got a little bit more in it than my last Jeep did, and I have one little boy right now, and we have another little one on the way. So we really got to make sure that we have a safe Jeep. The other reason is we got this thing because this is probably going to be the last opportunity I have to get one. It's a great color. It's in the bikini, which is a limited run. You can't order it, can't get it anymore. And then honestly, I think these 392s are going away. So we saw about the last call and a little bit more reasons why these aren't going to hang around too often. On today's viewer rig of the video, we are checking out Tyler's brand new 2024 Jeep Wrangler Willys Extreme Recon in the bikini color. A few videos ago, we asked for people to submit the Willys with the Extreme Recon because we just hadn't seen that many out there. Now he sent this one in because he was just picking it up. He said on Saturday, I'm picking up this Jeep, and that was just a week or so ago. He ordered this in mid-July of 2023, and he said he'd be happy to oblige for some more photos and video if we wanted him to send it. But man, that bikini looks good in the Willys trim. I gotta say, I have not seen a Willys in the bikini, especially the Extreme Recon. And with that blacked out front grille and the bikini blue on that Jeep, it just looks perfect. I'm sure Tyler has some great plans for that Jeep, and I'm just excited to see. Hopefully he submits some more after we kind of see what the build process looks like. But Tyler, thanks so much for submitting. If you guys want to have a chance at your Jeep being featured on our videos, be sure to hit us up through Instagram or send us an email.
All right, what do you think?
Well, I think the decision's been made. Trade it up. I mean, this is a little bit lower than my current Jeep, but I think we can fix that in the next month or two. What do you think, Ryan?
Yeah.
That's a good trade up.
It's good.
End of an era, though. End of an era. That Jeep's been everywhere. 25,000 miles worth of Daytona beaches and Michigan, and yeah. That's sad to see it go. But somebody will come and love it and give it a second chance.
Give it a new swamp.
Yeah, I mean, we got to go through them, right? We got to do another build.
Yep.
So, and we just kind of upgraded to, they don't even make the bikini anymore. You can't order it, and the 392s are probably gone. So that's what we're going to do. But Today's video is just about talking about where the old Jeep went, what's going on with it, and then showing off our new build. We have a ton of cool plans with this, and we're gonna have a full video when it's not 5 degrees out and we're in our shop, because that's almost done, I promise you guys. So here it is, the brand new Jeep, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one from Ryan and I here at Dirt Road CRED. We want you to get out there and earn yours. And one for fun, what do you say, Ryan? Yeah, that's why we did it.